on your own or just buy as much time as possible with the utility. Because if you don't, Zeta's coming at you full force. You've got Depth on the Neon again, and with that sprinting, the high gear, he's going to mess up your timings.
I think at this point in time, Team Secret has to just forget about what happened in that last map and bring their absolute very best.
Mo130, what's up, dude?
And really
Thank you so much.
Figure out their
Thank
team.
you so much for saying that. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 9 months, mate.
Can they
Good
do
to
it?
see you as well, man.
Not just on this map, but this map and then the next
Solid
on Bind
regular.
if we can get that far.
If we do get to Bind, that would be really exciting indeed, because we have definitely not seen these guys match off in Bind. But let's see if lessons were learned since the last time these two faced off not that long ago, just 2 days ago. And the question is indeed, will Secret tie it up on Lotus to bring us to a map 5? We're going to go over to our casters, Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. It could very well all come down to this. Zeta on the precipice, right on the edge of qualification for champions is the final slot from Pacific. They're going up against Team Secret once again on this map.
I have
Third
no
time
idea
that they
what
have
you're
played
talking about.
on Lotus versus each other. Secret played it just yesterday versus Gen G, dismantling them 13-6.
Yeah, and the last time these two teams played, it was sort of the other way around. It was Zeta who was doing a really good job picking apart the defenses of Team Secret. So you got to watch out here for Team Secret. This defender side so important for them. It was an 8-1 start for Zeta the last time they squared off, and it was the same sides to start. It's Zeta on the attack, Team Secret on the defense.
Okay, let's get into this one. What do we got here?
To see Team Secret pull it back here, see if they can drag this into a map 5. But again, this is like this composition that for Zeta seems to be so comfortable, so strong. You got Dep on this
They're
Neon,
gonna have to
you've
shut
got
down
Laz
this
on
guy.
Chamber. They're so good
Because
at working off of
his
each
locks
other,
over
and they
towards
love
A
these
are
4-1
pretty
splits. Let Laz do his thing
disgusting.
on one side of the map, see if he can pick
They
off
look like a
a
nightmare.
player or two with that headhunter. And then
It's
let the
just
rest of
so
his squad
strong. You have to be
let
very
that
careful
create
even
that
when you go
space, let
close over
Crow do
towards
what
here,
he's been
because this
doing
guy can
so
just
good these
freely
last
go
couple
out,
of
take a
matches,
shot, and TP
nailing
back.
some good utility, finding some
It
impact
doesn't matter
frags.
about the util you throw.
0-10 doing a great job
Unless
as well.
they
So
have
everything
practiced
clicking here for Zeta
spamming
these last
this
couple of days.
through the wall
Is
with
this
the
going to be
Sheriff
the
or with
final
the
map
heavy
of
guns,
Pacific?
which would be
Looking
my
to get a pinch
counter
on
to
the
the
Laz nice
chamber
and early.
default, which they
Frontline
just
gonna be
did,
committed over there
I think,
towards
unless
A.
he took it
Push
away.
up now coming through. Trademark down on the floor. Will get the slow through, so Laz feeling a little bit more safe as the sight hit comes through over onto C. Minor slow up, amount of damage taken, 10 down to 62 off the nano swarms, but
Okay,
Site
either
has
way,
to
we
be
just
clear.
straight up go
Wolves
over
will come
towards
in
the
and
C
the
site,
spike
gonna
will be
have to have a retake. Laz on the luck.
So this bought
We
enough
still got
time
Sugar
for
Zero's
Laz's
flash as
trademark.
well.
Make sure they can get this plant down.
Ooh, this
Secret just
is
gonna line up for a heavy retake. Laz gonna watch the flanks.
that's one of two positions they have to be worried about here.
Yep.
Unless they
hard
hear the
retake.
tap on that door.
no recon yet
Laz now
either.
rotating around over towards Mound as well. And makes first contact. Fault line through the rush starting to come in. Push up into the smoke. Crow gets Jeremy, takes him now. Now going to be equalize those. Dubstep.
Recon now. Recon actually might be everything.
Gets the reveal, but Laz finds the headshot,
Yeah, it
takes
felt
out
pretty
Dubstep.
good.
Gonna be taken
Got him
down
a
now
kill.
as
They
hold it
decide
up
to
to
sick
half.
this.
Orc up
Can we
sticking
stop
to
the
this one light
defuse?
glue, the push into the smoke. They
Oh,
managed
it
to
got
take him off the
close.
spike. Sugar 0 3 HP.
Oh my
Dep
goodness,
is
this
there
was
for the
wild
covering
in the end.
fire.
Okay.
Envy will fall,
Yeah,
and
they tried to
Zeta
just go for the
will get
straight
another
up stick
pistol.
and protect the VIP in terms of the
A
diffuser
really nice
here.
attempt here by Team Secret,
And
but Zeta is
yeah,
just
didn't work
reading the
out
map
great. The
really,
smoke on
really
the
well.
spike though, kind of
Off
nice.
of that heavy contact off of the Sova
Sure.
and the
It
Jet
was a little bit wild,
that he's
but
able
it
to
was
identify because of the Sova utility and the Jet
it was a
push.
nice idea from both
They
teams.
know they've got a pretty good chance here at the C site, and they just full on rush in there. Laz finding so much value with those headhunters as per usual, sensing that the defuse might be coming in. Zeta fired up, looking great here to start. Can Team Secret find a way
Four Spectres.
keep this attacker side in check?
Heavy presence this time over at A. Borkum jiggling back over towards C, peeking at Mound. She's just going on a
That's a
blind
classic
swing.
with the fast contact, I think.
Curious
some
to say
reason.
the least. Relatively unescorted. All I was used, I mean, with the Sheriff by Envy, not wanting to spend any lower, so Flashpoint
Didn't look
Sarah
great.
not in the inventory here.
Dep's gonna try to push a little bit of space. Sitting there with that Bulldog. Still though, seen that Team Secret can be really cheeky on these defenses, on these ecos. We saw it yesterday. Stacked up inside of A. Took a round away. again. Right now, you can see that Zeta's so diligent.
Okay, only see the jump across. Fault line. Delaying that swing. Now it's going to be the stun through. They just rotate over into the B site.
Yeah, it's nice.
Now being activated again. They'll
Nice
clear that out.
controlling at the moment. It's good calls, nothing too crazy.
Some of these different positions here, but
A little bit of bad timing on
might
that,
have
but
anticipated, gets the headshot across on the depth, but Laz with a Vandal
What?
in hand. Holds down for 2, identifies Envy's position. Rendezvous away. 10, however, still tucked away into the corner. Swings out, hearing the reload. Sends a blast back. The shorty. It doesn't matter. The
really
covering
nice.
fire
Laz
again from
close
Laz
to
is gonna
ult
be
as
clean.
well.
He'll find
That's
himself a
pretty
third.
interesting. 2 away.
One player down.
So we'll see.
Step
Bonus round
lost.
coming
Zeta
in.
move up 2-0.
Yeah,
It's
and this is
actually
good recognition here
pretty
from
nice
Zeta
bonus.
of this attempted little trap set up by Team Secret. They rotate over into B.
Honestly, there's a
wisely.
world where Laz now
Laz
could
hold that
buy
longer angle with that Vandal.
the
Shut
person
down the push
that
from
died
Team Secret. A good start. Last time, Zeta was
if he
able
wanted
to
to.
convert
Okay, they just keep this as a full
versus
bonus.
Team
I think that's
Secret on
fair
this
enough.
map.
They definitely have
Team
options with
Secret
him being
prevent
so
that from
close to
happening
this.
here again. Similar start to the pistol round. The 1-4 setup.
Flash goes in, we see an instant dash from Team Secret, and yep, that's just the nightmare with
Statuesque.
this. I also like this approach from Laz. He changed it up. Normally his TP's here, and he just goes out into a little off angle, just waits for their aggression, tries to get a kill, but it's like aggressive but slightly passive, if that makes sense. It's like more of this area instead of like this area that he was playing before in the other games. Say other games, other game, singular.
Even with a
map.
round win, still going to be quite costly. Capping of the spike going to be prevented as the aftershock comes in. Roach is dropping a low grab, but he's actually still hugging close to the explosion, so gets chipped away at down to 30 HP.
Ooh, just again, Zeta trying to stabilize, trying to figure out.
If Envy gets a kill, that's all.
Or they get this plant down. Envy sneaking his way up on this ledge. Crow gets spotted.
Depp thinking about going for the counter swing there. Does not do so. Can they get the spike back into a plant position? Laz now noting Borkum over towards Waterfall. And
Whoa, that was
gets
a
the
big
headshot
swing.
again. Something about him when he's on this chamber, he just cannot miss.
30 seconds left.
Felt like they
Waterfall covered now.
felt like they could have waited for Envy
By that
stun there
trademark,
to
if they do
swing.
decide to push up. Be around the back. The push through, fault line. Gonna flash rather at the ready, but Depp gets the dink into the body spray. He goes down. Reveal is out. Depp sliding away. Noting Jesse. How does he try to pilot this one? They trade off. Bulldog not going to be drawn out in time. Laz.
What's
Jesse both very well aware of each other's positions, both at 85 HP. Perfect parity between the two of them. But
Damn,
Laz
nicely
again,
done from
he
Laz.
cannot
Holy
miss.
hell.
It's another triple.
45 HP, they
Zeta
win the
put
bonus.
3 on the
Has his ult
scoreboard.
as well. He could drop this
Laz
gun.
is
They
just
could really get the
unreal on
money
this
flowing
chamber.
if they
I
wanted
mean, winning
to.
opening duels again.
Big
setting the
round.
tempo, setting the
What
pace for Zeta.
a bit of impact that
Able to
is.
hold down these flank angles, these
Had a
aggressive
great round
pushes,
here as well.
dodges the fault
Gets the
line,
first kill, gets the
and
last
is
kill.
just waiting for dubstep with open arms. Holds the angle. Borkum getting a little bit impatient. Depp doing a wonderful job on these stairs, holding the line here. And then Laz, perfectly poised, perfectly positioned, finishing the round, and it is yet another bonus on this map, on the attacker side for Zeta. Already the tour de force available. Laz gonna TP out after taking a hefty amount of damage.
More pushed out than he received. Jesse had armor to start with. It's completely gone now. Finds himself at 60.
This is kind of nice from Secret though. They get aggro over towards here.
Shock dart.
So they have at least good info, but as we can see right now, just kind of gambling.
Zeta
No
just
B.
came up just
Alarm bot's
a
here.
second early, but still, they're going to sit on this
How is
orb and
Sova on
get the
Lotus?
Seekers
It's not
ready
too
for
bad.
Crow. Still, you've got to push it up, Jeremy. We're on the C side. Trailblazer, try to clear out some angles here onto B. Eventually will do so. Now, Team Secret.
And they okay, this is kind of nice though. So even though they made sounds, they still managed to keep this alarm bot up here, and they still have early info with this. So at one point they can heavy stack this A. And I don't know when it's gonna be. Might be with that.
Between the two of them, Bash and
But
Dubstep.
also this can
Less than a
happen.
player's HP bar. Flashes are good to try and dissuade the push from coming through. Sugar zeroed out.
So it does.
Ducking out that paranoia. Rolling Thunder gets drawn out. It's only Laz, I believe, who gets clipped by it, and he manages to get tucked away behind Rubble. Now the rest of the team
Wait,
forward here
Envy
onto the B
ulted?
site. Paint shells to shove them back.
Spike planted.
Peeking out of this link position. Crow wants to
Wow,
get
they really
himself
love ults
tucked
on
away against
ecos,
the wall,
huh?
it would seem. Goes on the opposite side, though. 10 with a covering fire, comes up with 2. It's into the meat grinder.
Okay, nicely done. They got the ult out of them as well. That's huge. That was a really bold ult, I'm not gonna lie.
These rotations
The ult on the eco,
Zeta
that
have
might
been
even warrant
really
a
good on the last
timeout.
couple
There was
of
another
maps.
round where I saw them do
This
that,
time
but they
again,
won the round,
sidestepping the A
so
pressure, sidestepping that
yeah,
rolling
it does seem that
thunder.
they sometimes want to do this into the lower,
Secret feeling the
lower
pressure,
eco
Crow
rounds.
finding a great angle
Whether it's
there,
for
doesn't
damage,
get hit
whether
by
it's to
any
win the
of
round, I'm
utility,
not entirely sure, but
and is able
especially
to
as
set
he
up a
knew,
nice crossfire with the rest of his team.
especially as he
Showstopper
knew
now
they
in
were
the
gonna.
hands, 4-10.
This is the weird thing
Laz is
about
going
A,
to
because
pop
you
the
kind
tour
of,
de force.
if you have a heavy stack over towards A,
Jeremy
kind of want
with
them
the
to
op,
go into you
actually.
if you have the heavy stack. So if you use too much to deter them in this kind of area, they are just going to pivot over towards B.
Once that faster fire rate, push up into the smoke, dubstep
It's
does
a
manage
nice
to take
trade
down
no matter
Dep,
what.
Crow's quick on the return. TP on the opposite side of Rubble, Sugar 0.
Big buy round, we look over to
over.
Secret, check the money out. It's not
Once
here.
that link door,
Money over towards here is, mate, Laz is going to hit 9k if they win this round.
Laz just tip of the spear, the entry chamber, inching
He's
forward.
so good at it. He's just so clean, so quick to react. Pink did come down right at his feet here. Let's see if he's going to be able to sniff anybody out.
He was already on
Behind
9k.
this box in a really good position to take contact potentially. Oh, what a shot from
It's a
Envy.
nice kill, and they have no idea about this guy.
It's been lacking so far here from Envy for the most part.
This is
Now
a nice
starts to
little
show
1-2
up.
setup.
Finds 2, the pink
I've honestly
down,
never
Sugar
seen
0,
anyone play that
stunned.
angle. Straight
Inside
up
the
behind the
smoke.
spammable box.
Taking the TP. Watching the opposite side. The
This
swing
was a
and the
nice setup.
challenge.
Envy,
Jesse
even though
Bash does manage
the
to come
ult
out
wasn't
on
great
top of it.
last round, he did good
Takes
into
him
this.
down to get
And
Secret
they
on
keep
line.
four people alive. Double
And it's a
armory
good
by
hold
one
from
gun. That's
Secret,
nice. Dubstep maybe close to his ult, so he doesn't have to buy in this one. I say as he buys.
Don't want to give Laz any opportunities to start heating up with it. The perfect angle. Laz checks for it, but just isn't fast enough. Envy better, and Envy has to be better here for Team Secret. They're going to find themselves going to bind, pushing this to a map 5. So far, really good stuff from Zeta, but now Team Secret still able to keep that up.
Gets the attack op out as well. So
For cash for
he
another
spent
round.
8,600 by the way into this one.
Zeta happy to take some time, wait this out to see if there's any pushes out from the side of Secret.
Dubstep's in a bit of an off, was in a bit of an off angle for this. I mean, they're not going to expect the op, but it's still just a normal angle, yeah. So Laz didn't kind of realize there was an op out, so it wasn't like fast jiggling as much. It was a little bit looser, thinking it might be a rifle. That was cool, to be honest, from Dubstep.
Is that your all-in gamble play?
Oh,
Paint shells go in the back of water, but not be able to find anything.
This Hunter's Fury, it makes it so precarious for Zeta to get into a spot, potentially feel comfortable, get a plant down, the op over there as well. Gonna let Dep, who's a phenomenal opper, sit over there and watch that angle, and maybe another B hit here potentially.
pivot over towards B. We have a lot of util for Envy. He can still throw rotate. Also, we have server ult that could potentially stop them flooding in.
Creep forward, alarm bot cleared, fault line goes out to slow
There it
them up,
is.
and now the Hunter's Fury crashing across, gets the tag on the 1.
Right here.
Waiting for an extra tag on the 2. Trying to see if they're going to be picking
Interesting
back, but given
decision.
the amount of time that's remaining, they are not. Dep, ooh, on the hunt, like ships passing in the night. They miss him. Dubstep, he however does not. Swings back out, finds himself a triple. The knife's going to be pulled. No, there's just no time. Wants to guarantee it, he's out for blood.
Does he consider
Smells it
this?
in the water. As, oh, okay.
Oh
Envy will
my,
check the corner,
Envy's that
saving
guy,
them
is he?
from a
He's the
little
guy
bit of
where you,
embarrassment here on the back
two
end.
people run by you and then
Recovered
he
by
checks the
Sugar
corner.
Pass that over, but Team Secret begin to claw their way back in.
Probably could have saved the
Already a
knives,
really good
but
start
he
here
had
for
a
Team
nice
Secret.
round,
Winning some
so
of
we'll
these
let him
early
off.
duels is a big part of the puzzle.
And
Zeta
I like this
quickly
timeout.
gonna
It's
pump
nice
the
and early.
brakes.
They still have a really good lead, and they
See if
want
they
to
can
kind of hold on to
stabilize
it, so
this
they
half.
do a timeout here. And somehow the
Already,
money has
Secret
gone,
able
even
to
though it's
avoid
looking
the
so
stat
good.
line from the previous matchup between these two teams. It was 4-1-4
Say somehow, I mean,
for Zeta on
it's
their
the full
attacker
buy and
side,
the
but now
op,
it's already
basically.
4-2, so really good stuff here from Dubstep. Phenomenal opping, locking down that C site, and losing Laz early definitely sends things a little bit awry for Zeta at times. You've got that showstopper still, overdrive as well, on what looks like somewhat of an eco here for the side of Zeta. So let's see how they want to dial up these ults. See if they can clear some space with that showstopper.
I mean, it's another timeout at a 4-2 scoreline, but this time it's Zeta using it despite being in the lead. So, Junior, seeing them slipping in these last 2 rounds, wants to be able to get them back on course.
I think this is
a bit more, and I mean, if they can pull off a thrifty, that'd be a hell of a way to make it happen.
Yeah, I think it's a great time for a timeout. I mean, the Secret's starting to build momentum. You want to just stop that as quickly as possible. You don't want to give them any hope. You want to do what you could, like you did last time, and rack up a ton of attacker-sided rounders. It was 9-3.
Okay, the op still in play. We have double ult. This ult on the eco is kind of nice though. And they don't. Okay, maybe we're not going to see the change up of their timeout until the actual next round because that's the full buy. But at the moment, we don't really see too much craziness.
Kind of back Zeta off.
I mean, there's no one really even playing off of it, but it's definitely going to be messing.
Makes a lot of sense that they just give Laz a lot of time to work with this.
They're flooding them in towards a heavy stack.
That'll do it.
Now it's going to be broken down.
That'll do it. I guess that was a jump peek. Stun's really good.
Might... Stun. It's a showstopper. Was rushing forward, just sending it. I mean, 10 not even waiting to try
with
to
that kill as well, there's an extra gun to pick up. Def now gets that gun.
Safe entry onto the site.
This is a hard retake because they got the op, especially when he's watching down here.
That connector, watching that baby door. Dubstep just around the corner. Dog cleared. They identify the position of the op.
Damn, nice shot though from Dubstep, but yeah.
Trying to set up that flash.
Wait,
Jesse Bash, however, dropping down into the site, does find 10 as well. Swing into the smoke.
Whoa,
here,
what
just
the?
Frenzy can't quite get it done now. Laz needs to push forward to try to stop this defuse from coming through. The push out, both whipping. Headhunter versus the shorty.
I wanted to try focus on the guy defusing. Knew the time was low on that one.
Defuse
Op goes down as well. Ends up being a pretty good round for Secret. It was definitely winnable for Zeta though, it felt like. The retake was pretty good. Omen, Flash, Jesse did great to get both of these kills. Straight up.
Laz a good opener here. Flash, and he catches Borkum trying to.
Good timing on that peek as well.
Dubstep again, really clean with the op here today. And the space being given up to avoid the showstopper. Certainly something to cheer for the Team Secret fans.
Double.
Now you still got, well, you've got Seekers again, or Crow. Buy able to come through here for Zeta, so a very important round coming ahead. And they're going to check this corner. Dubstep going to get full flash, but that's all that does is sneak 10 into the corner.
This is quite the aggro push here from him. Needs the damage.
Really wanted to try and take the risk to get a kill here.
To try to catch 10, who was very much hiding away, tucked into the cubby.
He's gonna hold this angle.
If he gets that, if everyone questioning it, if he gets that kill, you're all calling him a genius.
How far Dubstep is willing to push this. So if they break the door, Dubstep likely to swing, turn his attention over towards it. Def finds a headshot. Dubstep still, however, paying attention to B main. Is not backing
just
away
straight
quite
up a
just
risk
yet,
on this one.
It's
looking good. This guy's going to get heavy overwhelmed. What on earth does he do?
Here's the moment to try to strike. Swing in with the shot, not connecting. Blast back to try to offset.
Oh, he's owned it. Only one person here. Actually makes that doable. With that kill, they go straight up back over towards A. We got Jeremy's ult for the retake. Where are they going to go? Most people go over towards here, and then Tree's the kind of safety pods. But it's not planted for Tree. Go around the world with this guy. And honestly, Def might have won this round by getting this information. We'll keep an eye on it.
Oh, Crow. Go on the offensive. They
Whoa.
really want to destroy this lockdown, the push up, and the shorty's not ready for it. Jeremy
he gets out of there, just strolls out of there.
Completely denied away. Lance finds another one as Jesse Bash falls to the op. Spots Envy into the corner.
One enemy remaining.
He's in a pretty bad spot. Rendezvous, however, out to safety as Envy is now the last man standing in a 1v4. Surely he just has
what a crazy play. So he blocks the vision of the people behind that are like watching this angle, and then just straight up goes close and just just takes it down. Takes it down, gets the kill, gets out of there. Spam through the smoke, just wasn't hitting. That's a very confident play, straight up. Look at it, all of the spam just isn't in the right place. He's hugging the wall and it's all like in the middle.
To make sure that lockdown is cleared. And even gets a kill to boot.
It was a nice play from him. Got maybe a little bit lucky with the spam, but definitely paid off.
Still flying down for this one.
Double up again.
Are they ready for it? Flash in.
Damn,
Shot completely
dubstep
whiffed.
is
Yeah,
back to back.
From dubstep offsets it. It ends up just
Getting
going
a little
straight
bit
to the
wrecked
wall.
in this pause. Won't be upping B for a bit.
Rotate now over here towards B. It looks like they might just send Laz in to challenge the Paranoia at the ready. You would suspect it. Spots the elbow for a brief moment.
They're still going to try repush this?
Dart out, gets cleared.
Surely not.
No, there's at least two.
Yeah, everybody is there to protect Laz, and now they're going to let him hang out on his own. No contact, no pressure.
This is nice as well. So they haven't really done much pressure over towards C, so they just do a straight up flash into this area. Doesn't hit anyone, so they know they're not aggro, which probably means they got two at least around this area. Around like this area. Drone goes in. Laz is gonna hear this though, so he might just hold strong.
That would be check his PC.
Lotus up to Jeremy here with an op.
Tap onto the door.
With an op smoked off.
10, just jumping over top of the nanoswarms, gets himself into the site, clears out the turret. Although the alarm bot actually there cleared out is Jeremy with this operator. Hasn't made a noise with it quite yet. That comes in, Crow just running across the aftershock. It still somehow kills it. Indy with a headshot.
This is a big round for them to
so
win.
much damage. He's totally fine with it. Flash to the back. Jeremy trying to see if he can find anything. Sends one through the smoke. Oh, can't get it though. And Depp just holds down M1.
Real clean. Look at that as well. Yeah, these last two rounds have been crazy convincing. Not too sure about this double op game plan. Doesn't feel like the double op is going great. So they kind of wanted to go head to head with Laz with the op, which I think is fine, but the double op seems a little bit weird. B, they're getting wrecked. They just used too much util. That was the straight up miss though.
Laz is Laz. There's no doubt that he is fully capable with those operators.
They got this many rounds and they have the chamber on defense, which is a nightmare to play against.
Their first time out here
It's very good. It's a very good position to be in.
I mean, we saw the statistics loading into this one. As far as side selection and strength goes, it's the absolute best right now for the side of Zeta, and the absolute worst for Team Secret. Something like 33.7 or something like that win rate on the defending side.
Crow, yeah, Crow's util and fragging has just been pretty much perfect.
Well, if you do end up losing this game, at least you can go have some Korean fried chicken.
That's, hey, look, you live in Korea, the food's amazing. That's always the consolation. And let's see.
Guys, say if I'm the secret coach here, I'm going heavier A main, but I'm using my Omen flash early, and then I'm just holding A main with the one way. Then everyone else is just turtling, not peeking at all. Like I'm making sure I Omen flash this at the beginning. I want control. This is a smoke the whole time. One person to hold it, and then I'm straight up. No one else is peeking anything. I don't care about the info. I'm just 2-2 on it. That's where I'm at. Because it just feels like this is a nightmare. It's not. The overwhelm is pretty good, but I think it should be fine with the comps they have. I mean, the comp's not great for it. Thing is, I would have a Viper. So. That's the main issue. I'm a massive double controller fan on this map.
Up on the opposite side, not hearing anything, but wary that there could be that push coming in from behind. Granted, trademark is available, or is placed rather.
This is a nice setup though. They get close over towards A. No one really expects that angle. That's nice. It's good chum peek. They get information. Honestly, with that, yeah, I think they take that as a win.
Now they're going to turn their sights over towards this C side of the map.
Recon goes in as well, so they kind of know there's two people here.
The pinch can come through. Jeremy going to be under a lot of pressure. This turret has a nano right at the landing point. Side of the site.
About to get very dicey here for the lone kill. Quite nice small line to try to slow him up, and he's going to be good for one before getting taken down, but they were asking him to basically hold the
Envy has his ult if other people get here. Yeah.
Wait for the tap on the spike plant, or do they just send it?
Depp's the only person that dodges it. It's all up to Depp. Gets taken down. Time is super low on this. Omen flash. Doesn't need to come. Okay, wow. Wait.
Almost gets it done.
Ooh, 5 HP. That's unlucky, bro. That's a nice try.
5 HP. Holds on by a sliver.
Tell you what, the money is actually pretty low, so the damage on its own is nice.
There's the envy we want to see. 9-7-4 right
Pick
now
up a
in this
judge
game.
on this one. Maybe
This
we're going
round
a little
here,
bit
just holding
faster for this.
angle
Could be
nicely.
faster over towards B.
Laz able to avoid this rolling thunder, but Depp tries to step in, doesn't get clipped by it either. So Zeta prepared for it, but Envy even more prepared for their response. Not quite ready for the initial player. I believe it was 10
nice
who
run
was
from
rounding
Envy.
that
Nice ult
corner
from
there.
him.
Envy just holding
Nice
the link
ult and
angle,
just straight up big kill.
knocking him down. Dubstep here. Trying to push up a flash. The
Oh.
Borkum up top and takes Laz
That's very
down.
nice.
Not
Just
ready
heavy
for it.
hold
We
over
haven't
towards him. We
seen
managed
too
to
much of
punish
it
this
here.
one.
As Holt narrow
So
margins
Depp, I
here
think
for
he
Depp.
had a judge and now he's
First time that he's died
upgraded
in one of these
to the
one-way
AWP.
setups. Shock dart just going to be lobbed in as well.
They have
Not
no
that
idea
made.
this is here. Oh, they do
Okay.
now.
Puts a little bit of damage down on a dubstep, but now needs to make his exit as that dart does ping him out. The rest of the team as well rotating. Smoke comes down. Borkum being proactive sends at the setup for this defense here. It's now being reinforced by Envy.
This really does almost feel like a who can opt better right now. It's just whoever's got that better angle, got the better read. 10 though should be able to open up some space with this showstopper.
Double
Keeping
kill
them
potential there.
actually fine.
It's nice to
Jeremy
create space as well.
flash through.
Cross map
Again,
recon goes in,
showstopper.
clears pretty much all
send it
over
this
towards
time.
C, so they kind of know that they're all committed over
Swing
towards
on the
site.
corner, just
It's a
bash,
big
Guardian
duel. How
able
much
to
HP does he have on?
stop dead in
56,
his
and with
tracks.
that kill,
The
he gets
headshot through.
Sova ult, by the way. So that might,
Finds the
I mean,
kill. Now,
if I'm Secret here, I'm pretty
3v5.
confident I won't use the Sova ult onto this, but
Paranoia
maybe they
across.
save it for the
Yeah,
next
good
round.
for one. Finds the opening shot. Seeker's now
Feeling
gonna be
like they
flying.
can do this.
Sends out a relay bolt, just trying to slow up the approach. When already, however, inside the site, Envy got himself down, had vision on Waterfall, gets that elimination. Now it's all on Sugar Zero. Finds the first. Shots on the flank, tries to interrupt the plant, does so. So very low HP though.
There's a nice attempt from
And
him.
they've already held it to half, but
This
even
is a
then
good
they already
recovery
have
so
the
far
time.
from Secret. If they can get an extra one on
again.
top of this, it's actually
Finisher here in the round is
actually not
Secret.
a
Clawed
bad
back
half
up to
considering.
5. One more for a 6-6 half.
Yeah, again,
These two
early
can get
picks
drops,
really
so the
seem
money's
to
okay.
dictate,
Everything's fine on this.
these rounds.
In terms of
Back
it,
to
only
these
Depp
opps have
is
been
the
able
only
to
person that
be
gets a
kept
little
in
bit
Team
wrecked
Secret's
by-wise.
hands. Are proving so much value. Yeah, Depp's good with them, but the forces here are too strong and not a lot of utility for the side of Zeta. Post-plant, you really only had the relay bolt from Depp, and that was about it.
5 is enough.
Pro was out of his flashes at that point. Maybe one
I
came
would
online
would
just
normally
right
agree
after,
with you, but
but
I'm just scared of this.
other than that,
Just scared of this. In
everything was
theory, their
gone for them,
heavy
so
A
they just
main
had to
should be
win it
good
on
as
gunplay,
well.
almost
So many
splash.
setups you can do with the
Goodness,
chamber.
this is fast.
That's 4v4, TP up though. This time they're ready for it. Sugar Zero.
Okay, they shut
takes
that
it
down. They go
Borkum's
fast
trying
over
the same
towards A,
setup.
and honestly, the commit from Secret wasn't
Absolutely
enough.
bites it.
So that's pretty cool. That's a big win, and they're just gonna cut
Steps
down
goes
for a little
back
bit.
way up.
Oh my
Hunter's
goodness.
Fury sent through. Everybody shifting away. Now no danger of death from it. The kill, a confirmation would still be nice to have from Secret, but they're not going to find any of that. Sugar Zero contemplating the swing. Yep. Ooh. He bites the bullet. He goes for it. After getting spammed down a bit, I do believe there.
Okay, it was a little bit
Caught
bold.
in transit.
It's a nice shot
Good kill
though. We'll
coming
give
through.
them
His
that.
dubstep now starts turning his sights back over.
They
into
straight up
B.
walked into B. Jeremy's gonna have no
Side
idea.
blast.
Yep.
Finds the first one. It's the kill. Instant pop here on the rendezvous. Round
Damn,
12,
looking to
so
go
why not
into the
send it?
spawn, hold this angle as well. He's
Another operator trying
owned
to
it.
work with here.
Nice
Oh,
jump
the
peek
jiggle,
for this.
The swing out.
Oh,
He's
the
tackled
double's
top each other
almost there.
somehow. He does not find the collapse, but he still finds the third
He
kill.
knows he did. He knows he did the extra damage with
swap
that as
over onto
well.
the Vandal.
Nicely done from
Sets it
Laz.
up,
Found
and
the
now it's
timing
just
over
Envy with
towards B.
everything
Tried to
to
walk
do.
in. Bit of a hero play.
Finds the first.
Speaking of heroes, maybe.
Shot from him. Another Rolling Thunder online. Laz, not Johnny on the spot with that shot, but Envy pitched in a bad position. Split away from each other. Rolling Thunder crashes across. Aftershock to try to clear that left side, but it does not matter. 10 up on top of the site.
7.
him down.
I think they did a great
Zeta
half here.
Will be able to finish out the
This is
half
really
7-5.
But still, the thing
Feels
you have
like
to look
Secret
at
need
here
a
is that
pistol.
this is a
Need a
better
pistol or
half
some
for
god
Team Secret
work.
than the last time on their defender side.
For
So
sure.
Switching over to this attacker
Yeah.
side now, you got to wonder, is this comfortable enough for Zeta? It
He
was a
stunned
solid
himself?
half
Nah, he
for
got
sure.
the
early
Skydog.
part in particular, I love the
Pretty much as he
rotation,
was doing the ult animation, the
but
Skydog
once Team
bit him.
Secret gets those ops in, once they start finding those picks, finding that confidence, that's where the rounds really started to go
Chamber
their
that good
way,
on
where they were able
defense.
to
It's a
snowball
nightmare to play against on this
some
map, I'm telling you.
successful
J.K, what's up, dude, with the Prime?
What
Thank
is
you
it
so
gonna
much.
be? Game plan
It's very
here
dependent on
for
money.
the
Obviously,
side
if
of
you don't
Zeta?
have
Are
the
you gonna
op,
be a little bit
then
more aggressive? Are you gonna let,
it doesn't matter too
you know,
much.
Laz really work
But
those
if you have the
angles,
op,
you know,
and it
really
can be
try
at
to push
multiple
some
angles,
space.
it can be an
that
absolute
neon
nightmare.
So useful.
Especially to try and push off the angle if you don't have enough util.
Laz is currently getting the better of dubstep on this map once again.
Okay, J-Dot, like I said, with the Prime, thank you so much. Welcome in. Really do appreciate that, mate. Thank you, thank you. We've got Biff UK as well with the tier 1 15 months, Biff. Thank you so much for the 15 months. And Guns JQ with the Prime as well. Thank you for the 5 months, Guns. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Laz is him on Chamber, no doubt. No doubt about it. And it's... I think this might be another overtime coming. It almost feels like it. It feels like this one's going to be close now. Team Secret making some good adjustments. But still a step ahead overall is Zeta. We'll see if they can keep that up. We'll see if they're defender's side.
You fell asleep during the C9 Lev game. How did they win? Oh man, it was you ever got an ice cube and just put it in the sun or anything? Just imagine that C9 basically.
Versus Gen G, granted, different team completely when it comes down to different composition.
I'll give you that.
But they were able to set themselves up with a 10-2 after starting on that attacking side. So we know that this is where their strength lies. It's reflected in their performances, therefore in the stats. We've seen it time and time again.
So I think Zeta can close this out, yeah. Big time. Pistol would be incredible though, because Pistol snowballs into a bit of money, snowballs into more ops. Might be the one. So yeah, really important Pistol in my books.
Can treat us to that bind.
And already a different
as they all are,
but here than the last time for Zeta on this defender side. They left Depp on his own on the
who's
C
calling
side.
for Zeta? Laz.
It was punished pretty heavily by Team Secret, but right now
at least in the season it was Laz. I imagine it still is Laz.
Team Secret is going to use that opportunity to take space. Crow already shifting a little bit more towards B. Reaction from Depp quick, but I don't know if they're going to be able to stop this plant.
Straight up sight here. This is looking nice. We've got a retake on this though. We've got Omen Flash. We've got Skydog. It's a good plant in the corner. They can play heavy here. We push the smoke and somehow get the kill. What the? Oh my. He's a god. He's got his Omen Flash still as well for the rest of his team. Keep an eye on the chamber. It is planted for here, and this is such a late luck, they might not expect it. I think Laz might be the hero here. Got 3 bullets. There's one.
Now he arrives, his presence noted. As the swarm comes in, slide him around the side.
Nicely handled. 12 HP on this one. Laz got an important kill. And honestly, I'm not sure if they needed to push this kind of map control once they had this plant. I think they were scared of the smokes going down, and maybe they wanted to tunnel vision for the Omen so they didn't have the smokes to cover it for the after plant. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Either way, Zeta win that pistol. They got the money that I was talking about, can potentially get the op out a little bit earlier than they would if they lost the pistol. And it feels like they're massively in control.
Again, I was talking about it. If he can pressure these flanks, if he can find these lurks, if he can win on the edges of the map, it's going to be really difficult for Team Secret.
In hindsight, yeah, this duel over towards Heaven was the one as well, because I guarantee if Sugar Zero doesn't get 2 and he goes down, and it's a different trade, they then play this area heavy, and then they just can play the after plant with no vision block.
Inverse the Marshall.
So yeah, kind of Sugar Zero was Sugar Hero once again, every single time. Multiple times on maps.
Drone goes in, gets cleared out. I don't think they identify Laz in this position. Now the tail went forward. Across the way, Depp! Guns down 3!
Oh my god, that was clean. That was so fast.
Depp, destroyer of worlds. He
that was so
down
fast.
On the entry. It says, you're finding no value in this round.
Oh my, that was snappy from Depp.
Yeah, that was crazy snappy.
Absolutely just clobbers him here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's so fast with the Bulldog.
So very clean. 10 and Laz barely able to get a piece of the round for themselves.
Alright, just against the bonus now to see how much damage Zeta can do with this Team Secret. Obviously need to win this one. We go fast out over towards A. Laz is here. He can do a disrespect TP away. His TP's behind the door. They haven't broken the door.
Laz up close, the drone over the top, not scouting him. He's trying to push it.
That is incredibly unlucky. He realizes just as he gets blocked and didn't get the angle that someone was there. It was a nice TP away from him. Love the play though. Don't break this TP here. Really cool.
idea from Laz, even though it doesn't convert.
Drop down Borkum.
Nice trade. There's a lot of people here.
Gets one for his trouble. 10 trading back. Now Laz just comes through, finds Envy. Dubstep. So much work to do! Holds it down, managed to find 2. Jeremy finding another. Now it's all on
Jeremy
10.
15 HP.
Low HP.
Oh.
Snaps onto the head. A 1v1. Noting him. Goes for the reload. Swing around the side and 10!
How do you
Somehow
win that? 30 HP as well. They win the bonus. 10-5. Team Secret after eco.
Victory start to the
I
second half.
mean-
Zeta get themselves up to double digits.
I mean, probably done.
The heroics here from Zeta
Yeah,
in the last couple
what a
of
god
rounds.
round.
At 10,
Dude.
one away from the showstopper now on the back of this.
Laz can get his op out as well.
Play. Gets Borkum. Laz
Might not want to
still
against the low buy, we'll
just
see.
absolutely crisp with that headhunter, and he's not looking anywhere near Jesse. This took a flick and a half.
Oh, it was a nice, like, readjustment.
And they
He does
are-
the flick, it's not
so
on, and then he
brutal,
readjusts, and
to
then
lose the
insta
round.
headshots. That was
In
calm.
that fashion, it already
Very
is
calm.
bad. It's already in such a bad spot, losing out on 4 players, but you at least feel a bit better if you're able to close that gap a little bit more.
Laz does get the
Make
op
it
out.
that
Over
9
towards
to
A,
6.
just got this on lock at the moment. TP over towards
Narrow
heaven
margins
safely.
This whole way throughout, and now the crunch play comes through. The 10 and Depp just rushing forward, finding one. They hear the updrafts. Do they read Depp's position? They kind of do. Dubstep's able to find it, but
It's
not
good
before
trade,
Envy falls.
especially killing the
That's a
passive
big part of
knives.
the entry util. Take it away from them not having that breach.
Well, now you got 3 players just ready and waiting. The Trailblazer as well. Spots both. There's not much that Team Secret can do outside of just some of the craziest shots you will ever see. And immediately Laz on his horse to get into this back angle with that op.
Aeolus, thank you so much for the gifted. Paper X team, welcome in.
Just to
Welcome into the
completely
Slow
trap
Club.
them if
Thank
they
you so
try
much
to
for that,
rotate
Aeolus.
off of
Oh
this.
boy. There's a turret waiting for you.
Laz just waiting patiently.
At least they know the
They're
ops
all
in
just
play.
on Borkum. Spike is in
Yeah,
hand.
that's something,
But the
I
trademark
guess.
should be.
I know, it's active too.
Oh,
30 seconds left.
this is every base covered here.
For the next
Right
round.
now.
You gotta think of the positives sometimes. That is not too bad. TP's over this, someone's heard it.
Dodge out on it, get the plant down now.
Planted.
Is it Borkum time? Can he pull off the win of all wins? Smoke down, no one coming through on his flank. Paranoia still in hand. 10 does have a showstopper, but Borkum, see if he can just play this out. The jump on the corner, and Laz doesn't even give him the
Confidence
opportunity.
of it.
He puts him down.
5-11.
11 on the board. Zeta are just 2
They have a
rounds away
timeout still.
from punching their
I can't even
ticket
remember if they have a
to
timeout.
Los
They might have used them all.
Angeles to their first international
Soupy though
event
as
of
well.
the
Welcome
year.
in, mate. Thank you so much for that with the tier
have
1.
to
Thank you, bro.
qualify for.
Appreciate it. Welcome into the Slug Club.
Been incredible here on this defender side from Zeta. The adjustments here with the early aggression in the flanks.
He pings for himself as
No
well. He
shot.
pings the corner
Jeez, Laz.
for him to be able to pre-aim, know where to flick.
It's not even
Damn,
fair.
that's nice.
He's so
I like that
accurate.
replay where we get to see them
that
bringing the map
operator.
up and ping
Landing
everything
there.
involved.
Able
Love
to
that.
stabilize the aim in time.
Um,
Jesse Vash with a Hunter's Fury here, but Showstopper
Okay.
and the
You'd have to
overdrive,
see
if necessary,
big
for
miracle
Depp, but
comeback in terms of it.
Right now,
They need some of these
gonna
ults
rely on
online.
Laz on his own again, because he can just play contact and rendezvous out if necessary.
Curiously enough,
And it's such a nightmare to
Given
play
the
against this
scoreline
op, especially on this map. It
going
can be
into this full buy round,
absolutely
we don't see
anywhere.
the
Like the amount of
timeout called.
TPs that you can do on this map is
breaks
ridiculous.
are
You gotta
not
be scared of
pumped.
just every angle, especially over towards A.
does
So
not
you
get
can see
brought
it's
to a
super
crawl.
passive, but honestly, he could be anywhere here. Could be anywhere here.
Still trust in the players to
It's
be able
just,
to get this done.
yep,
Start engineering the run
it's
back.
it's a bit of a nightmare.
Let's see if this gets smoked off.
Especially when the team, they only
Out,
really
yeah.
have the
They
drone
know
and the
it. They
recons
might
to
even
try and find out where he is.
double swing this to take
There's a
Laz
lot
down,
of
but that's
roofs,
risky.
so the recon doesn't really
Smoke it off
work
instead.
great
Laz doesn't
sometimes.
Go for the timing shot. Start creeping their way forward, but look at the hefty rotates now coming through. Trademark still set up on B.
They choose the right
Deny
side
this
though, they get
flanker,
over
just
towards
alert
it.
them of the
10 has
flank
his
of
ult for
Jeremy.
retake. He is here early if he wants to just
Wisely, no one even tries to
absolutely send
rotate
it.
through the B site. They go all the way back around through the defending side. 10, a little bit of delayed
There we
reaction.
go.
Come around the corner, sees one, sends the rocket, not going to be able to get the kill. Up
Wow,
with it, up
Dubstep
goes
made a
Dubstep,
big
managed to
play
come away
there.
with one, but now Sugar Zero and Depp going to get involved. Jesse Bash with the Hunter's Fury takes down 10. Borkum Here on the site, shots through the box, swings in the corner, finds one. Drive now popped,
Whoa.
depth, shut down.
Nice
Jesse
crossfire.
Bash finds the kill. It's all on Laz, sees Borkum. Borkum doesn't see him. Tucked onto the corner, the swing through, the shot, whipping, the headshot comes in. And Borkum.
Oh man, it's a nice sidestep from Jesse to dodge the shot there. Oh, it was kind of close. It was kind of close on that one. All right. Secret Dream still alive. I don't know money-wise what's going on. I need to check that out.
Dubstep there, trying to get up onto the heaven angle. Be shut down, and Laz, little miss, but Borkum there with the crossfire, able to save the round, and it's all business right now for Team Secret, trying to see if they can scrape this together, get 5 or 6 in a row, really change the landscape of this, but Laz is the tour de force.
Although they won it, if they lose this one, it's pretty much game over in terms of money.
Check here for Zeta. Team Secret, though.
Oh, the nade.
Handled this great. Like that handling there was good. Didn't have to shoot the drone. Knows that the damage is going to kill the drone. Also, people are probably going to try and follow it up. So didn't want to get into a weird situation. Just straight up use the nade is great. Laz is confident. I mean, he's 21 to 8. He's gonna be. He's gonna be confident.
Just going to hold him in check and leave the rest of his team to defend A here. Step in that door.
Comes up on the entry, just cut down to size 10. Sprays him with the Phantom as Depp holds the door! 2 more kills and suddenly it's just Jeremy left.
Straight up shut down a door.
Zeta. Look to take this all the way up to series point.
A's on lock. They played a little bit heavier than the round before.
Ace clutch to get this round win, to keep them in this.
And they can all just watch Spike from about 3 different angles here. Near impossible.
What praises we would sing if it were possible. The paranoia comes
Nicely
across,
done. Okay,
but
here
it's
we
not
are.
going to happen.
6 chances.
Pro is there
6
to play
champion
off
chances.
They get the elimination, and Zeta are now 1 round away from locking in those flights.
It's gonna have to be a crazy big timeout.
Finally, being able
One
to
of the best we've
represent
seen.
Japan on the international stage here in 2023, and now in the 11th hour, that is when we see the timeout, the last one from Team Secret get called.
And just what a showing here today for Zeta across this entire series, across this entire LCQ. They have been
that was
so
sick.
strong.
You can
Coming
look
in
and
with
watch
a great
the
game plan
you
on a
can
lot
watch
of these
the
maps. Some of the maps
highlights.
are a little bit shaky, but for the most part here, they've really identified a lot of the weaknesses that maybe they had during the regular season. And in LCQ, they have come in and looked stellar top to bottom. Everybody really clicking here for Zeta. And I mean everybody.
Yeah, this one's gonna be hard.
An entire
I mean, they might have missed Tokyo, but this is a pretty good apology. It's a nice bounce back. It really feels like the chamber being introduced has kind of like revitalized the team.
Crow has been amazing on the initiators. Sugar Zero just always reliable. This whole team has just come into this LCQ on a mission to bring Japan back to these global events. One more round is all it takes.
Obviously, cash-wise, not great here for the
not great.
Secret.
It's really bad. It's not a good buy at all for this one. Money's not here.
Final cheers, the players on stage.
And yeah, Laz has just been a nightmare for them. It's just, this is the thing about Chamber as well, just the pure pressure and the different approach that you have to have when a Chamber is in play is mad. They get over towards the A, but that is the spike as well. That is the spike. We no longer have the Sova.
Not wanting to take any chances. The plant comes through, the lockdown buys time. Laz still in the rotate over. Can they hold strong? Envy not in a disconnect position. In fact, he's quite far forward. Rolling Thunder still going to be set.
Just got caught with that. Mate, I can't believe he's out of there. He's eating all the util.
The shock, not going to connect on him. Oh, he moves forward! He inches up, gives him an opportunity now.
That's so unlucky,
Time
bro.
starting to dwindle. Yep, arriving, swinging around the side, clears out the turret.
He felt like he had more space to work with.
Has the finisher.
Doesn't matter. Damn, okay, they actually did it. They actually did it. Shout out to Zeta, man, this is great.
Zeta Division are going back to an international stage.
Damn, they're actually back. And honestly, I think they can do damage. Like, they look so scary. Like, they look very scary. When the chamber's here, they look crazy scary. And all they have to do is just make sure that Haven's better, and they can just put chamber in. I think they're going to be in a good spot.
And the emotion so